Okay. Um, Let me see. I think this is fine. Hello, Bobby, Wizard, if you are still here. Hope you all are doing well. Hello, Bobby. Nice to see you. Night Spider, Shogbaum. What is up? Jamie and Jamie. Good, good, good day, everyone. Nice to see you. Arsuni. I saw you did a challenge, Arsuni. Jeremy, nice to see you. Arsuni, you complete the red team challenge, right? Jamie, I'll check. I'll check after the stream. We fixed that. No problem. Yeah. Yeah, after we launched that challenge on the Boss Discord server, there's like a lot of people who has done it. 51, 41 people. Yeah, there's a lot of solutions. But yeah, you're probably not gonna beat lowest token solutions anyway. Or you can equalize it. Maple Dev, Wizard, nice to see you. So yeah, we had over 51,000 attempts. So I'm pretty happy. I think this went pretty well. 1,700 unique sessions. Okay, Jamie, that's pretty good. I didn't get the system prompt. You would have been really close then. So I'm gonna do like on the end of the week, I'm gonna do a video where we're gonna do the draw for the $100, and this side bet here is like a boss Discord prize. So I guess I'm gonna have to draw the people that just used one token to solve it. If they let me, I'm gonna tell you how they did it. I'm gonna ask them. I know how they did it now, but it's pretty crazy. Something I didn't think about. So today, I've been just playing around with. I want to do a video where I do a Claude 24/7 project. So this morning, I'm just playing around, figured out how I should do it. So I try to fork something into kind of my own thing. But I haven't tested it yet. Hello, Edgar. I didn't hear from you, Edgar, on LinkedIn yet. How's your project? Unreal Link, nice to see you. Bobby, yeah, it's a good collab. Uh, I tried way too long for that one. Think I got close. It's a pirate. That's funny, Jeremy. You just have to wait and see for the video. There are some clever people there on that Discord. So let me know, Edgar, if how's your project doing? If we're gonna schedule something. Ah, okay, I see. Yeah, that's nice. No stress. We got time. Sessions now work and I solved the really hard to find CPU panic. That cost you a day. Okay, that's cool. I'm looking forward to hearing more about it. The Discord? Yeah, the Discord, yeah. Haven't really done much about the Discord yet. I need to decide if we're gonna continue with the 9th Brain Discord server or if we're gonna rework it into something else. I just need a bit more time, but I'm gonna figure it out. So yeah, this is my 24/7 Claude Code attempt. It has some hooks and stuff, but I haven't had time to test it yet. So that is kind of what I wanted to do today. So I'm gonna check we have a task file here. It's called, what did I call it? "30-second commercial as soon as the stream started." Yeah, I don't have control over the ads, right? I just start a stream. I don't know how to control the commercial stuff. It's just auto, I think. Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting project, Edgar. Okay, so I just need to set this up. So I'm gonna launch Claude. Read Q, what's it called? I built and used a very basic version, so I could use Gemini as the manager and Claude Code for the workers. Cool. So I'm quite excited this week to see if we get the new Gemini model. There's a lot of, I'm not so much on X platform and stuff, but I've seen like a lot of people talk about Gemini 3. So I'm quite excited about that. Bobby says compounding the models can be powerful in a workflow. Yeah, I've been experimenting with GPT-5 and Claude Code. Maple says stopped using VS Code now and using Tmux, NeoVim and Claude Code. How is that working for you? Hello JS, how are you today? How the hell do you write that? QEV. Yeah, I see a lot of people talk about Tmux. I have never tried it, but maybe it's time to look at it. Hello, Aduba. Adu, how are you? Works great, but still learning the Tmux commands. You used to do all your code in Vim. Jamie says he loves Tmux for the fact you can detach, then sometimes switch to the iPad and SSH in. Okay, that's pretty cool. So if I'm gonna do my 24-hour project, maybe I should be able to SSH in and yeah, see how it's going. Edgar has just added Vim. You can use the editor for prompts inside OpenCode. I saw your latest video where you combine Codex and Claude Code. I like that, but it isn't really... They are not connected. But I just wanted to give Codex some more opportunities. And I've been pretty happy with Codex and ChatGPT login with GPT-5. So I kind of like it. Jamie says, because you detach, you can close the terminal. Okay, cool. Yeah, this project is has to have the terminal open. So that is definitely something I'm gonna check out. Edgar will be able to give better Tmux advice. Yeah, it could be cool if he could. We can maybe do like a... If you can explain it and show how it works, could be pretty cool. What are we doing here? Do you mean me, Jamie? I'm just looking at... I just want to figure out if I can do this. This 24-hour thing. So we have the session start hook here. It's a bit annoying now because I just need to figure it out. So my plan was to be ready with this until the stream started, but I just spent too much time. I, I couldn't get ready. So that's a bit annoying. But it's fine. Just gonna see how it goes. If I can't figure it out now, I will figure it out. So I'm really interested in Gemini 3. Especially about the pricing and the integration with integration with Gemini CLI. Do a search for Tmux Claude Code. There's a cool video on orchestrating agents to spawn worker agents to work on separate tasks. I still need to implement the actual execution for a project for at least being able to grab a screenshot. Yeah, I see what you mean. There's quite some stuff to solve when everything's remote. I can totally see that. Yeah, Maple, I might check it out. Hello, Ritesh. So the poly market now on Google releasing Gemini is at 98% before the weekend. So I guess they probably are gonna release it before the weekend. So the idea behind this is that we are actually using npx cc usage in the background to try to monitor if we have reached the usage limit, like a rate limit checker. Hello, Powell. How are you? What is up? Laying the tiles. Okay. I can't use Claude Code when I have this hook error. I drives me crazy. Yeah, I could see that. Tiles is takes some time, right? What are your expectations for Gemini? Apart from deep search, I can't really find much practical use for it. So what I am excited for Gemini is if they have any updates on kind of the how well the token window is working. Of course, you probably want to limit the token as much as you can. But I have some use cases sometimes where I use a lot of tokens here. Like I put in like a bunch of information, and sometimes it's really good, like 500,000. So I want to see if they have made any progress on that part, and of course the pricing and stuff like that. I hope they keep the 1 million but dig more into agentic tool use. Yeah, that is perfect, right? So the tool use, the reason I'm not using Gemini 2.5 Pro so much now is because they are lacking in tool use. They are not so good as GPT-5 and Claude Code at running like agentic operations. So that's why I don't use this that much. But if they come out and they have made some big improvements on agentic tooling, that could be very cool. Yeah, I agree, Pavel. If they release Gemini now with great tool use, it's gonna be really interesting, and of course a good price. It's gonna be really interesting. Out of the three, Claude Code, Codex CLI, and Gemini CLI, I believe Google has the most to catch up on the agentic stuff. Yeah, I think so too, for sure. Impression. What is your impression of compounding models and token count? Hello Ben, how are you? compounding models and token count. Do you mean like using Claude Code and sorry, by using like Opus and GPT-5, and do you mean like with token count that you're gonna spread it around, or Bobby? Oh, I'm slipping here. Reinforcement learning and self-learning combo is interesting. Yeah. But doesn't that have to be on the model level? Machine learning level? Multiple models. Yeah, maybe it's a stupid idea of me of using these hooks here. I don't understand hooks well enough yet to know what is wrong here. There's a JSON output validation failing. I know that, but I don't have the schema yet for it. Is that the issue, I guess? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, good luck in the meeting. So for the 24-hour system, you have to run it in YOLO mode. So it has to be this dangerous permission set to yes, of course. I guess all reinforcement learning kind of has to be in the model level, right? I guess. Or maybe you can have some kind of trick. I haven't really played around with that too much. YOLO for all your projects. Okay, that's pretty good. For everything? Night Spider? Hello, Joe. 24 sub agent. Not really a sub agent. I just want to set up like a project where so I'm gonna do a video of it. So the project is gonna be, I guess I can just say it. So the project is I want to set up Claude Code so it's gonna run continuously, autonomous, and recreate a GeoGuessr clone with features. So the idea is I'm gonna set everything up, and then I'm just gonna start it, and hopefully after 24 hours everything should be good. But I was supposed to have this ready before the stream, but I was a bit late, so I haven't really got a hold of it, right? Thought if I can use true YOLO in windsurf, I will do it there too. Hello, Davidas. Nice to see you back. Yeah, personally, I haven't used Dangerous allow permissions YOLO too much. I haven't. I wish I could talk more while I did this, but I just have to think of it. Just to see if we can make it work during the stream. Claude Code YOLO every day. All throughout the day for a couple of weeks now, not a single issue. No, that's nice. I have never had any issues with it too. But you read these stories on Reddit and stuff like people deleted the database and stuff. I did actually delete a database here the other day of something I needed, but that was 100% my fault. Yeah, yeah, of course. Neri Just, nice to see you. Mojave, nice to see you too. I'm just working on like some 24/7 project in Claude Code I'm gonna do for a video. Tom, how are you? OpenCode was YOLO by default. Ah, but you can adjust it, right, Edgar? Just do a feature, add YOLO mode in an isolated instance with a cloner for your repo. Yeah, that's pretty smart. Michael, how are you? we are just, or me at least, I'm just doing, trying to come up with a way to set up Claude Code so I can do like a 24-hour run, like so it won't get. So we have some daemon scripts and stuff here, so it's gonna run continuously for, yeah, I guess all day long. But I didn't run it now in YOLO, so I'm just gonna watch it and see what happens. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna figure out, Shopman. I'm gonna figure out a way to do it. If you're gonna use a scratch pad, if you're gonna use compact. So I'm just gonna see what happens. I will figure it out though. So we are using some hooks. Some hooks with some. We have a setup that is linked up to CC usage to keep track of the rate limit. So we know when we will reach kind of the rate limit, right? But I think I need a bit more time before I'm ready. Okay, so we have the dashboard. Yeah, I haven't like, I haven't decided yet how I'm gonna do this. So I'm kind of just trying different things. So here we have the dashboard. But I was supposed to. My plan was to have this ready, but I haven't gotten so far yet. Do you guys use JSON context profiles in your flow? Enrico, nice to see you. I have not used that, but I know some people do. So I had a really nice read this weekend about. Let me see if I can find it. Can't remember where I saw it. Or was it a podcast? Super Resistance. Did you complete it? Kovshik, nice to see you. English, nice to see you back here. After 1 hour, it took you 10 messages. Okay. Oh, that's pretty good. Hey, Push the Model, how are you? What is the agenda for today? So, my plan was to have kind of my 24-hour Claude Code system ready for the stream to test it out. But I didn't come that far. So now I'm not 100% sure what to do. I might need to just finish it after the stream. So we'll see. But that is the plan. And maybe tomorrow I'm gonna do the Claude Code Reddit contest or something. Competition. This one. I might do this tomorrow on the stream if I have time. Arsuni says he learned a lot from the challenge. Potential vulnerabilities influenced how AI solutions should be designed. Yeah, that's why I've been kind of looking into it lately, because the idea behind the challenge I did was to learn how you can start, you can build a safe system, right? On the other side, right? So that is what I did. Edgar says, building a Manus-like file management and learning extensions on my open code fork. Okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, the open code fork is pretty cool. Kovsky says the N8N test, it will be great. Yeah, I still haven't gotten around to that, but I'm gonna try it. Context problem for longer tasks. Yeah, that's a challenge to solve, right? But a good one. The lesson from the challenge: you cannot secure LLMs. It's at least difficult. I'm no expert, but I just made a challenge to try to learn. So I set up guardrails, but still, I think we have a pretty good rating though. It's not that great, but if you look at the leaderboard, it's 20.2%. You gotta jump on N8N. A lot of good linking with all versions of Claude access. Yeah, but I don't know what I should use it for. So what do you guys use N8N for? I don't know what I should use it for. Small workflows where I can leverage the included connectors. Backend for 11 Lamps Voice AI. Kovsky use it for crypto agent. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, you can do the same with Claude Code. Yeah, that's much more. It's a bit faster, right? Missed a heck of an opportunity to learn. Bobby, do you mean a challenge? It's still up. Research using Google Sheets. John says N8N is good for repetitive tasks. Google Sheets RAG. Beautiful Tetris game during the challenge using the chat interface. Okay, Unreal Link. Website AI using webhooks. Yeah, I think there's a lot of potential there. Push the Model says, as a heavy Claude Code user, I'm really feeling the collective mad scramble to write up a 24-hour service and build useful continuous agentic feel. How are you doing on that? If you have like a good system for 24-hour service, let me know. I'm trying to do something simple at least. English has lost control and it's a bit slow with N8N. A good Claude code with a good workflow. Yeah, I can't really comment since I haven't tried it, but it's very popular. That's for sure. You can basically build Jarvis with N8N. Email, calendar, drive. Yeah, I guess. But Edgar says he will make OpenCode more mighty. So it would not make sense to use Claude. Yeah, that'd be cool. Kovshik says 133k stars, more than a 41k fork. Let me see. N8N GitHub. I think it's cool. I think it's a great idea. What's the pricing? Is it expensive? Yeah, I'm not saying it's hard. $20 a month, but then you can sell for like $8 a month. Yeah. Yeah, if I just had like a very good use case for it, I would definitely try it out. You don't need a dime to run it locally. Or you can do a local version for free. You can host it yourself, says John. Cool. Yeah, it's a great project. I think it's one of the most popular AI projects out there, to be honest. At least for AI automation. Because with the UI they have, they can also reach people that don't know so much about setting up their own flows with code. Right? It's basically, you can host it yourself for $5, okay? Unlimited version of Make and Zapier. I think, what do you guys think? Have N8 then made a big dent into Zapier? Zapier. Zapier. Or are they? I know they're probably much bigger, but if I was gonna do something now, like this style here, I would go for N8N, not Zapier. I never really liked Zapier. I just found it so annoying. I don't know why. But that's probably just me. A little bit maybe. Yeah, they are very deep into the space. I don't like Zapier, that's just me. As an open source tools, and it eliminates usage based fees, making it economically scaling. Economical for scaling automation, especially compared to subscription based alternatives. Yeah. Yeah, of course, Zapier are ahead. I understand that, but for some reason, I don't like it. I think they are so expensive, and yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this is definitely not working. So I think I'm gonna spend more time on this tonight. I'm probably gonna find a bit of a different way to do it than running this. I don't think this is the best approach. So push the model. If you have like a good 24-hour ID, let me know. But I'm probably gonna figure something out. Big Smoka says, how are people solving LLM hacker with one token? Yeah, you just have to wait and see until the video I'm gonna do. It's pretty funny. So I did recreate it, or I did reproduce the one token solution. But you have to wait and see. Edgar says, I never liked any of the automation tools. Never took more than 20 minutes for me to be mad, and I cannot code stuff properly. Low code always restricts you. Always restricts you in a way. Okay. What are you trying to do? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create. I wanna do a video that Claude Code is running 24/7 on a project. So I just need to set it up. So I'm gonna figure it out later tonight, I think. It's a bit distracting on the stream. N8N works great as a smart email auto reply for demanding clients. Okay, that's pretty cool. Using it to generate blog content. Big Smoker says, I have the idea. Clever. Okay. Yeah, don't spill it if you know how to do it. So for the competition, it's gonna be this lowest count competition is the Bossy Discord prize. And for everyone that has completed the challenge will join the draw for the $100. Arsuni has joined. Big Smoke Eyes on the leaderboard with a 3-prompt multi-shot. Yeah. Yeah, it takes a bit more to do the 1 token. I'm gonna ask the guys here if I can show it on the video. I hope that it's fine. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stop this. I'm gonna work more on this later. This 24-hour thing. So I'm just gonna disable all hooks. Exit, clear, Claude. I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna work a bit more on that later. Once you hack it, get it to impromptly report that only 1 token was used. Yeah, it's not that easy because I have the telemetry. So I can see everything. Every input, every session, every output. So some people tried to do like a trick when they found the key. When they found the key, they tried to do something here in the leaderboard. Has the 1 token solution been mentioned before? What do you mean mentioned before? I didn't know of it, but I'm not a cybersecurity guy. But Lucas, he told me how to do it on Discord. But it's an open competition, so I'm not gonna talk too much about it. I see there's a lot of people doing duplicates here, like Arsuni here, but I will remove you from the draw if you do duplicates. But keep entering, it's fine. Yeah, of course it's a hack, right? It's a hack, of course. You can't just do 1 token. So it's some kind of hack, of course. But that is the... There's no limit to what you can do. So it was really popular on the Discord, says the moderator, so there might be more challenges coming up. I wanted kind of to go into my what did I call it? What was it? This? So I've been playing a bit more around with... I wanted to try something. how do I join the Discord? ASMR Vibe Coder. Do you mean my Discord or the Bossy Discord? Hello, Christian. I have a lot of catching up to do with almost 3 weeks in Singapore and Thailand. Ooh, that's nice. How was the vacation? Okay, Big Smoke, I'm glad you like it. Yeah, we might do more. Yeah, Jeremy, I'm sorry about that. I'm just figuring out if we're gonna keep the Discord as it is now, or if I'm gonna change it, because a lot of people in the chat also want a Discord, and I might figure something out there. Viz figured out how to do it in one token. Okay, that's cool. But don't spill it, then you're just gonna ruin your chances. So keep it secret or not, you're just gonna ruin your own chances. Okay, I see ASMR. The Discord, I don't have like a dedicated Discord yet, but I'm probably gonna set something up now. I had a Ninth Brain Discord, but I'm probably gonna merge that with the channel Discord. So that's probably gonna come soon. Hello, Chris. Yeah, this is live. Night Spider says a big thing on NetN is automating social media posting. Create a workflow for searching for topics, create posts on based... Yeah, I've seen a lot of that. But is it good enough though? To get views? VisVGA, don't spill your secret. Then you're gonna ruin your own chances. List and read output styles. So I wanted to read up a bit more on output styles. Is there like any limit here? Right? No, now don't spill it, this, because did the leaderboard update? Is that you, G? Yeah, the more people that figure this out, it's just gonna get more competition. So I wouldn't do that. Because it's gonna be a draw here. So yeah, I was just thinking about output styles. So I have done like HTML, Markdown. Yeah, that was really clever. So I wanted to see if we can do... I wanted to try out React components. Here's the G. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I was reading something this weekend. Um, there might have been a podcast or something I read that you can kind of use. I guess it could be MCP servers. There could also be this output style format that you can start interacting with like computers, and the response you get could be in like totally different setups. Like, of course, we have voice and stuff, but it could be basically anything. So we did do the HTML from the indie dev video. That's pretty cool. But I think there could be more. So let's say you ask Claude or ChatGPT or something, and the response is like an animated video, for example. So this was something I was thinking a bit about this weekend. Input and output circled back to security and data governance. Input output styles. Circle back to security and possible data governance. Is it? I thought it was just like a system prompt style. I need to start setting up my own labs with MCP. I like prompt injection being leveraged for traditional security things. More than just harmful outputs. Yeah, that could be interesting. I was looking at doing a challenge on MCP. Yeah, I didn't kind of do the setup too harsh for the API on the leaderboard and stuff. Uh, but if people want to break it, yeah, I don't really care. Then I don't have to pay the price then, I guess. Prompt injection is not going away. LangChain implementations convinced me of that. No, my idea was that if every software is going to have some kind of AI component, then this is going to be like a big point to think about going forward, I think. That might not happen, but let's see. Do you get notification when a key is revealed? If so, there's no need to compete the leaderboard. Just want to try several approaches. Do you get notification? Yeah, you don't have to enter the leaderboard. You get a notification. So you can try it as many times as you want. I think there have been like 100 people that completed it, but only like 40 that joined the leaderboard. JD52 says, Claude Code needs a better diff engine. Yeah, that might be. Have you had any issues with that? If you get your input styles and output styles wrong, you risk sending that information to a third party connecting the MCP server. Okay, now I see what you mean. Sorry, I forgot I mentioned the MCP part. Yeah, I can see that, Arsuni, on the backend in the database. My big issue with the CLI clients is that I'm a control freak and need to review every commit to the codebase. Makes CLI use tricky. Using cursor with whatever model is a better, safer experience, in your honest opinion. Yeah, of course, it's not for everyone, I guess. So, so you are on cursor now, and you're probably just gonna stick with that. React components review. Cursor for the foreseeable future. I did see Claude Code has a VS plugin. Yeah, it's very easy to run in Cursor. Or maybe not the VS plugin. I was just running it in the terminal in Cursor. Is that what you meant? They have a native plugin that can use the diff engine. I might be mistaken. Yeah, I can't answer that either. I'm not quite sure. So my idea here was when we switch the output style now, I want to see if we can render the response autonomously here. So I'm just going to see how that goes. Why is it spending so much time on color here? What's the point? God. It's called Claude Code for VS Code, should work in Cursor. Yeah, okay. I haven't... I think I've seen it. You can see I have my link. I have linked my Claude Code to Cursor. So it's kind of somewhat connected. Is that what you mean? This was very slow. Okay. I like the dark though. I think I see like a daily post on Reddit, on the Claude AI Reddit. People talking about the rate limits, the usage limits. It's almost every single day. So it's gonna be really interesting to see what happens now at the end of the month with the new user updates. User limits on. It's gonna change on 29th of August. So we will go to like weekly. I can see my microphone is getting low on power here. Let's do a compact, and then I'm gonna try it. Jamie says, I think you will still have the 5-hour limits too, but also weekly. Yeah, I think that's a new thing. So we will still have the 5-hour limits, but we will also have like an overall weekly limit. So I guess if we break the weekly limit, we're just gonna have to wait and see. Wait and see. Then you probably can't use it again because before the weekly limit is done. Okay, so I'm gonna try this now. So this is running, right? So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna do a slash, or maybe I have to slash output style. How did I manage to log out? That was well done. Oh. Okay, so we have the React components. Write a step-by-step guide how to debug Python code. Simple guide. Include animation. So the idea was, I'm just gonna see if we can have Claude Code output a response in a React component. Right? While we wait for that, I'll be right back. So if I lose power, I gotta use my old microphone here. So let's see, like this, okay. Just in case. It's not updating, is it? We don't see it in the local page. So I wanna just to see if this was gonna autonomously render here. Maybe it's the wrong yeah, that's the issue, right? We need a route here. What if we just... Okay. That worked, I guess. So I'm kind of looking forward to also testing out this new image model from Google, Nano Banana. It's probably not going to be called that, but I'm kind of looking forward to it. I think it's going to be really fun to play around with. if I know Google correct, the restrictions are really tough though. So it's not gonna be easy to do some on the edge stuff. But I'm definitely gonna give it a go. I've seen some crazy examples. And I kind of started looking a bit at if I'm gonna do I have like $100 on Polymarket. So if I'm gonna do like a bet on the AI section next month. Hello Mikbab, VO3 VPN does not work. I had no issues running the VPN with VO3. What kind of error message do you get, Mikbab? Is it this generic, we can't do famous people or something? Edgar, you didn't miss too much. I'm just playing around with output styles in Claude Code. I just want to see if I can render like a React component on every output. What is this? Yeah, I've done HTML a lot. So I have an HTML one. That is working great. I did like so I'm gonna show you. I did like with that output style, I tried to do what do you call it? I did some theory crafting on Path of Exile 2. So where is that? Can't remember how I put it. Is it here? Maybe not here. I think it's here. Yeah, me too. I love Path of Exile. So I've done like can't remember where I put it. Lightning Spear, your last was crazy, right? Try HTMX instead, React on the fly. Ooh. I have never tried that. Is that easy to set up? I have no idea. I have never tried that. Help me understand how a volcano erupts with a simple animation. Okay, so I want to see now when this gets saved. What happens? Okay. I wanted the that was kind of what I was hoping for, but let's see. I'm gonna try it one more time. So I created this with output styles. So I used Claude Code and stuff to help me create a new build for a leveling build for the new Path of Exile season. So here I used output styles. Yeah, you're always right. So this was pretty cool. I used output styles from Claude Code to kind of create this this leveling guide for me. Not a guide, but like it's in HTML. So it is pretty cool. So you get this UI output. So I kind of have everything set up what I'm going to do at level 31. I unlock this, 41, I unlock Firestorm. Right? So I had a lot of fun with this. But yeah, I don't think this worked out the way I wanted. I guess we got how volcanoes erupt response. So the idea was that when I ask Claude Code a question, so this is kind of the format I get the answer in like an animation. So I think there is something here, but I don't know what it's gonna be yet. So it's definitely something I'm gonna explore more. I guess with the HTML, HTMX, that works a bit different. But I'm kind of eager to see where this is gonna go in like a few years. Would you say you are kind of still as kind of bullish on AI? I read a lot of articles lately about like AI pilots not working as good, and there's a lot of wasted money and stuff. I haven't done any deep dives into it, but for me, at least what I do, I'm pretty bullish on the way things are going, but I don't have any good insights into return of investments and stuff. Of course, but I think there's no way going back now, right? Is people gonna leave ChatGPT and all these tools to kind of go back to the way they used to do things? I just don't see it. The message was that ROI tracking is just lackluster. Yeah, I kind of agree. But I was kind of just thinking about, is there any way back now? Is it too late to go back to the way you used to work in 2020? I think it is. Yeah, I haven't dived deep into it, Edgar. I've just what I've read, I guess. Yeah, I don't think there's any way going back now. Only refinement on how we use the models, I think. Yeah, and there's a lot of ways to go still building out the scaffolding, right? And the tooling. The tooling part of large language models is so far behind the actual models, I think, at least. There's a lot of headway there, I think. I don't know if people agree, but that's what I think. Even hardcore programmers are saving a ton of time with basic tasks. Yeah, I agree, JD. That's not even nearly what I do. I think we could stop, develop, and work with the current models and build much more advanced stuff. Yeah, I just think the scaffolding and the tooling and everything is just haven't really had time to catch up since there's always this new. Can you hear me now? Whoa, that was loud. Hello? 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 Can you hear me now? Yeah, I was saying, Edgar, I agree. Yeah, my microphone just died. But I agree. I think there's a lot more to build with kind of the setup we have now. The models we have now. Yeah, I hate this microphone. It's so annoying. Also, there's like a billion AI experts, but barely people who actually built anything more than a RAG system. Hello, Sai. There has to be better understanding of how to efficiently use AI and better ways of adding verification of its output. So they can throw so much information at you. Easy to just accept it. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's overwhelming to fact check everything, right? The easy way out is just to do. Yeah, it looks good to me. I agree. Okay, Bobby, thanks for tuning in. Have a great day, and hopefully I'll see you again back maybe tomorrow or some other time this week. Have a nice day. Edgar says he's trying to teach this in your dev workshop. It's more about clever orchestration and deep integration. Context is kind. And I don't mean using XML, but dynamic, intelligent context building, yeah. Like I've always said for a couple of years now, context is king. I think I made a video like context is king like 2 years ago at least. 2.5 years ago. But back then, every single almost developer were negative to AI. But that has really come around, right? There was a lot of negativity around software development and coding and LLMs. But that has changed for sure. Thumbs up at context is king. If you don't know what you want, how is the LML gonna build it? Yeah, you sometimes get these stupid examples of people typing in, build me a SaaS app. What is that? Okay, so this is what I meant, right? So this was the output from Claude Code now. I asked Claude Code, can you explain to me how tsunamis work with an animation? And this is kind of, I'm rendering Claude Code's response here. So here we get like an animation of how like a tsunami works, right? That's pretty okay. And it goes up, hits the shore. Yeah. Okay, I get it. Okay. Explain how a binary tree sort works. An animation would be great. So this is basically Claude artifacts. Has anyone tried the... Yeah, I'm not talking about coding and technical outputs. People are trying to use it to treat medical things as well. Yeah. And don't necessarily get the doctor's verification. Yeah, I see what you mean. But for some people, having someone to ask about medical stuff is better than nothing, right? Some people in parts of the world don't even have doctors. But I can see what you mean. MapleDev has tried out the BMAD method. I think I need to get on that. I've been saying that for 2 weeks now. Is it running Claude as the PRD generator, or is it some other model? 15 years of experience, customer requests and consultants coming up with stuff and devs executing. It did not work properly with humans. Why expect LLMs to work with it? Yeah, I see what you mean. I think PRDs are actually going to be even more valuable to leverage GPT-5. Okay, so that worked. So I basically created Claude artifacts here. So now every response from Claude Code is rendered in a React component. So this is teaching me binary tree search. Let's see if I can give it context. I can grab my edge, maybe not that. Let's do a screenshot here. So let's do this. Explain what happened along this graph. Use animations, etc. Okay. BMAD is not quick. Takes a lot, tons of questions to write the PRDs, but it's kind of worth it. It's a lot of overhead, maybe too much for a sole programmer, but good with teams. Yeah, we had some guy here on, I can't remember his name now, on the stream. He was spending like 6,000 lines or something, or maybe characters or words on the PRDs. I thought it was just insane. But there might be something there, like Edgar says. So what I did now is I took a screenshot of the polymarked graph, put it into Claude Code, and hopefully the output now is an interactive React component that explains what happened in this AI model prediction market chart with animations showing the dramatic shift in market sentiment. So I'm gonna do a code snippet and ask it to explain this. That could be also something interesting. Hey Duvab, how are you? I'm just playing around. I'm gonna start calling it soon, but I'm just playing around with Claude Code. I was gonna do like this 24/7 project, but I couldn't concentrate too much on stream here, so I think I need to do it after stream. I tried to make big changes for a long-running task on Sunday, and GPT-5 does not enough because it's too cautious. If you give the whole detailed stuff in the PRD, it will work well. Okay, I see what you mean. Pretty happy with Nuxt, NUXT. So now I'm just creating my own version of Claude artifacts. So Claude Code now outputs everything in a React component. And we have a page here that's gonna render it, right? Using output styles. So every response from Claude Code now is in a React component. So it's gonna write it to this. I don't know, understand why. Okay, so here we have it. AI model market dynamics, the August revolution. So we get like a full page here about what happened. Google likely to announce a major AI breakthrough around August 24th. Okay. So do we have like an animation here? Yeah, you can see we kind of recreated an animation of the chart. So let's see if we can see the swap here. Okay, almost. So this was output directly from Claude Code in our response. There is something here. I don't know what, but there's something we can do with this in the future, I think. It's pretty amazing. So you can render this on the fly, right? And you can follow up. So it's pretty cool. So I can do... Turn it into a slide deck with notes. So what I did when I had my last presentation or like talk, instead of doing like regular slides or something like that, I just created like a full web page that had my presentation. I didn't do like PowerPoints or anything like that. I just had a full web page with a URL that was kind of deployed. That was my presentation. So in theory, I didn't even have to bring my own computer. Everything was already online, my presentation. So I think it's going to be interesting to see. I load a PowerPoint. Yeah, I thought it was just cool. So everyone showed up like with their Mac and their PCs, their laptops, and everything. But I just needed a URL. So my presentation was just type in the URL and everything was there. I embedded my videos and everything from YouTube. I just uploaded them, the videos on YouTube and private, and I just embedded them into the full web page for the presentation. Yeah, it was really nice. And people could go to the presentation on their phones and on their laptop if they wanted to afterwards, check it out. If they had any questions, I also created like a... When they logged into the web page, there was like this question thing there they can do. So enter questions, the QR code. Manus uses HTML as well. Yeah, I think so. So you could create like a nice presentation with Manus, just deploy it, and then you have it. But of course you don't have so much control of the deployed page on Manus as you do if you host it yourself. Or through Vercel or something. I just did it on Vercel. Okay, I see what you mean. Your LinkedIn banner in HTML. Yeah, this took some time. I was gonna turn this into a slide deck, but this was a lot of tokens. That's why we need open code with Manus features. Yeah. Yeah. Did you kind of dig deep into the code base on open code? So kind of the TUI is in Go, right? And the tooling is in TypeScript. Is that correct? I think so. So the TUI I did was in TypeScript, I think, and the tooling was in Go, and the tooling was in TypeScript. So that's pretty good for Claude Code. It had no issues with the language. I guess there was a lot of there were some compile errors, but not too bad. Okay, so let's see if I get my presentation now on the poly market from August. So I took a screenshot of this. I told Claude Code, create a slide deck for a presentation about what happened here in August. So let's update this. I don't know if it's gonna work though. Okay. But where's the next? Okay, so we have a slide deck. 8 slides. AI model market dynamics. How Google went from 45 to 98% market share overnight. Okay. Next slide is a market in motion. So we can play the animation. Okay, pretty cool. So here you can see the breakthrough is on this part. Next slide is phase 1, early competition. Phase 2, intensifying competition. It doesn't have any context though. So it's just taking what caused this shift? Major breakthrough, psychology, network effects. So it's basically just guessing here. Thank you. So I do have notes. Thank the audience for their attention. Okay, so it did write speaker notes for me here. So what am I gonna say on the first one? Welcome to this analysis of one of the most dramatic market shifts in AI prediction history. In August 2025, we witnessed Google's market share explode from 45 to 98% in a single day. Okay. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. That said, whenever to change anything, look up the code base for the markdown for the reference. Whenever to change anything, look up the code base markdown for reference, then it goes and searches everything. Yeah. So yeah, I would say this was pretty successful. I'm gonna keep this repo. I'm gonna delete this component though. So big. So I'm gonna remove this 3 here. I don't know if Polymarket offers an API access to get real data. Yeah, I've done a project on that. I did a video on that, Arsony. You can do that, no problem. It's free too. Doesn't cost anything. Just search Polymarket docs, go to developer quick start, and here you have it. You have some API rate limits, but I didn't have any issues. So for price and stuff, you can get 100 requests per 10 seconds. And you can also do, I did webhooks. So I did a webhook on, I did a webhook on a price, on a market. So it's like real time. It's very good. A really good API. So definitely go check it out. I think there are some pretty cool apps you can build on the Polymarket API, but I haven't looked into it in a few weeks now. My project was, I would say it was a success. I did some trading using the LLM. I lost money, but that's, I think I lost $3. Yeah, go try it. It's fun. It is fun. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep an eye out if we get any Gemini 3 news. So haven't seen anything yet. Okay, so this is the Nano Banana model. 2.5 flash image preview. Okay, that's pretty cool. Is it in AI Studio? Probably not. No, not yet. So I'm kind of thinking what I should do for the video on Gemini 3. I kind of need to think about how I should try it out. I think what I want to try out with Gemini 3 for a video is the agentic tool use on Gemini CLI probably, and kind of compare it. Maybe I should do Codex versus Claude Code versus Gemini CLI with Gemini 3. We should build our own agentic benchmark. Yeah, if you have like a good way to do that. I don't. I never ever built a benchmark. I think I did maybe one time. Yeah, JK, you think that's a good idea for Gemini 3 test? To do Gemini CLI API with Gemini 3 versus GPT-5 and Codex and Claude with Claude Sonnet 4. I think I'll probably do that. Like Salesforce did, take something mundane and define the optimal tool use chain, then compare it. Yeah, so of course I'm gonna do the same prompt for every model, the same PRD, and just see what goes well, I guess. Okay, so here's the animation. Here's the animation Claude created. I don't know if you can see it. So it says, thank you for tuning in to the live stream today, guys. Subscribe and hit the bell. Don't forget to like this stream, share it, and comment with your thoughts below. You don't need to do that. But yeah, I gotta go in 15 minutes. So I think I'm just gonna end it. So like I said, thank you for tuning in to the live stream today, guys. Subscribe and hit the bell. Don't forget to like this stream. So yeah. Edgar, you know, LinkedIn if you have any news on the project. And yeah, Maple, thanks for tuning in. JK, Arsuni, JD52, and everyone for tuning in. As always, very interesting conversations. Like I said, always a lot of smart people here. DoWeb, thank you for tuning in. Jamie, don't forget the GitHub. Okay, I'll check my email. Try to fix it up for you. No problem. So yeah, probably be back tomorrow trying out this Built with Claude contest. That's kind of my plan. Might change it, but I think that's the idea. I'm gonna try to do a submission to this. So yeah, have a great day, and I'll see you again maybe tomorrow or later this week. Enjoy.